Hello everybody, welcome back to a new video again. So today we're going to do another house editing video. As my fan requested, today I'm going to edit the Santa house. So let's do this. So starting of the house, I start recoloring the floors and the walls. So for this I picked a red color Christmas present. I hope this is going to be look like the Santa's house I imagine. To the main room I picked a red and green color theme. So it's gonna look like an actual Christmas present. Like this is a Santa's house, so it's kinda need to be make sense. I wasn't sure about which colors to add other rooms, but for temporary, I add some few colors as a demo. To the entrance of the house, I start adding some pillars to make sure everything is balanced, and I started by adding the pillar connectors to connect them to each other. Over here the entrance, I start coloring the blocks here. And after that, I start coloring the leftover pillars into the red color and start adding the pillar connectors. Then I start working on adding some colorful windows, like give a really Christmas vibe. And I added the large window in the middle and the two small windows beside it and turned the two windows into red color. So I added some like plants, like give like a green vibe. It's like a holy branch, it's like that. And I added some few plants too beside the entrance. And after that I start adding the most important thing of the house, the colorful lights. I really love this, adding these into the house, because these lights things are my most favorite out of these all. And then for as a decoration, like a look, I added some gift box around the house. Then I started adding some ice cream shaped lights beside the windows. It makes sense because it's Christmas and ice, yeah. I was still confused about the entrance, what to do. So I was testing some like stuff, how to do this, and yeah, I was like deciding like what to do over here. I wasn't sure yet, but I wish I will hopefully realize this out. After I finish there, I will start working on adding some entrance red carpet. It's need to be like kind of pretty. Then I will start balancing everything into a same shape and the same measure. Reason I'm start balancing everything because if I don't do it, might be can start glitching out. So I was at the main lobby room now. This is like a hexagon shape. I added the pillars in the same corners everywhere to make it like a circle-y and a snow globe shape. After I done that, I start adding the pillar connectors blocks to make them connect each other. I totally forgot something in the entrance. I forgot to add these mushroom carpets to these plants. So after I finished that all, I colored every blocks over here into yellow, just like the snowflakes on the ceiling. On the center of the house, I start making a display area for the big Christmas tree. So to this, I picked some grass blocks and start adding them into a square shape. And I added the green color sheet and start adding some plants into the four corners of it. Then I put the Christmas tree and start putting there and measuring the shape, and I put some green blocks to make it look more taller. And underneath the tree, I added some decoration like gift boxes. I hope this might be looking nice. Over here, I started adding some pillar connector blocks around the tree as the roof. So it's gonna be like something good. I have a plan on my mind. I was trying to work on it to make it really good. After I done finishing the structure shape, I start coloring them into a red color. Then I start adding top of these glass sheets around every corners, like doesn't even left any corner open. Then I added some pretty light bulbs around the house. After all of that, over here in this small looking area, I was working on adding like a lounge area, like you can chill out with your friends. Like it's kind of really nice, like next to a window. Might be thought like I should make it like really cozy area to chill out with your friends. So I will start working on making that. After all, one of my missions is successfully done. Now it's time to do the kitchen. So I start coloring the kitchen into the Christmas purple, one of my favorite colors. So then I added these pillar connectors like the square blocks around the area and colored them into the red color. Then I added some Christmas lights. Then I start making a wall to cover up the bathroom. And that I start working on the kitchen counters. So then I start recoloring the counters into a golden orange color and start working on doing the rest of the details on the counter. To make the counter much beautiful, I start adding some plants and more plants and more like plants again, and some cup of tea and some bread from Miraculous Season and some fruit basket. And I added more plants because I love it, and also added cup of teas, and also I added some carrot basket, look like an actual kitchen, and more like details, and more. I was trying to make it like cupboards, but it actually failed. It's kind of looks so bad. Then I added a nice fridge near to the corner, and in the last I added a carpet and recolored it, and also I added dustbin, and I started working on the bathroom. I was working on to make a custom sink, but I thought like, wait, this is actually looking nice. I was thinking more about it, if the placement is correct. Then I add the toilet, and I realized we can't add the bathtub because there's no privacy. I switched the places and start doing on the other place the sink. After I done the bathroom, I start working on the family table so the family can enjoy their Christmas together. And I start adding carpet under it and adding more decorations. And also I realized there's kind of looking pale, and I added a light and more lights. And to make it much prettier, I was added more plants. Over here I added a small fireplace so to keep the room is warm, and I light it up, and I added a little bell. And we successfully done the kitchen side, and we're now to work on the bedroom side. So I added some windows, like a red color ones around it, and in the middle room I added some lighted windows to make a really nice vibe, and to start working on the next room side. I thought this room color doesn't even match the house, and I added the same default red to keep the four sides equal, and I started adding the four pillars to the four corners of the house and started adding the pillar connectors. And I added more pillars to the other sides too. I added this side 2 pillars and I had to add the other side 2 pillars too. And also I colored them all into a red paint. And also I added some Christmas lights to make it more prettier. And I had to add more. And I added the Christmas tree in the center of the room. And I added a little carpet beside it, so I just like centered it. And I add the rest of the pillars onto this side. And on this side I added the large pillar connectors, and also other side to the windows, keep it like balance. And over here I planned to make the living room. And I added one more, the same thing, the 2 pillar connectors, like a counter for the TV table. And I start working on like if the wall doesn't even match, I added the bricks. Then I added the TV to make it more prettier. I added some carpets and also more plants to the wall. And I started thinking like this like doesn't even good, like I added more like pretty Christmas details to make it more Christmassy and vibes. And I added a little lighting, Christmas lighting I think they're called like them. And I added the sofa. I wasn't even sure what to add. I was like temporary, like alright, just like added the thing. And added the coffee table of the Christmas update. And I added more Christmas chairs. I like, oh yeah, this chair is like looking same. I should add the coffee table there. And yeah, and I added more like Christmas looking windows, like they're kind of red. I don't think they're Christmas, but they're actually nice. After all of that, I decided to add the miraculous sofa. And now over here I was trying to make a master bedroom, like really nice bed. I added these pillar connectors, like the square blocks, and yeah, I started working on it. And to make it more prettier, I added the Valentine stand to the window. And I was thinking like we need more lamps, like red colors. I added these, and I added more privacy. And one more, like more plants. And I thought like, are these like good state? They're like kind of taking furniture limits. So I added the large block and turned it into the red. They like look the same. So over here I thought like this doing the same thing kind of bad. So I decided to make a custom made large fireplace to keep the main room is warm. First I added these wood blocks. Then I thought we need a realistic fireplace. So I was thinking to add this small fireplace on the season update. Then I thought adding more decorations would be nice. I added these gift boxes, but they're like bad, and I decided to just stick to the plants. And I added more carpets because I want to add like suitable carpet. Then I added this cozy looking egg carpet. Now the final part of the house. The underside I colored it with a strip red, and to the behind side I colored it with the shiny red, and to the center side I colored with the white bricks to make it cozy. And I added a red tree and a red mailbox. And here we go, we are successfully finished our house. Thank you so much for you all for watching until the end. Please remember to like the video, and if you're new here, please subscribe, and see you again with a nice video. Take care. Happy holidays.